All right, good morning, everyone. We have a nice quick hitter today, about half an hour work, 4-round sections with little cardio bursts going all the way through. So you'll see we have our two movements, 20-10 times 4, then a little cardio burst. We'll repeat that for 4 different sections, and we'll get you on your way. It's going to be fun. It's going to be quick. It's going to be your favorite workout you do all whatever time you're doing this. So let's get warm with a march or a jog.
March or jog.
What a beautiful day. Less hot, less humid. Hopefully, wherever you are, at whatever time you're doing this, that's still true.
Three, two.
Next up,
one.
we have a little bear crawl
Bear crawl.
action. So we're down. We can use our elevation here. Both pieces of the side at a time. So hand and foot go in unison. Short, stubby steps. It can be right here. It can be the length of your mat. If you have soft flooring, you can get a little bit further out, but that is up to you.
3, 2, 1.
We're going to stay down for the
Spider-Man
next one.
reach.
We have a Spider-Man with a reach. So we're going to bring the leg up. We can add the reach, or we can stay into that stretch, hang out down here. If one side's a little tighter than the other, you can hang there an extra second or two until that loosens up.
3, 2.
Staying down for the next one as well,
Body saw.
we have a body saw. So I like to go forearms here. We're warming up through the middle. Fighting to keep the back flat. You'll notice with the elevation, same idea. You're rocking up onto the toes. That's bringing your whole body forward. And then we're pulling, using the middle, to bring ourselves back to center.
3, 2.
From your
1.
low point here,
Inchworm.
we're going to a high plank, walking ourselves in and up. So for some reason, I always like to walk back into my feet. Most of the time when we have an inchworm, we use the feet to walk into the
3,
hands.
2,
That's up to you.
1. Bird dog ride.
Next up, we're back down. We have a bird dog. So pick a side. She says right, but it's whatever's going to work for you there. Opposite hand and leg are kicking out, squeezing the backside. So it's not an arch. Instead, I'm staying square and I'm squeezing with the backside.
3, 2.
Switching sides
1.
now.
Bird dog left.
If you alternated there, keep alternating. Almost through the warm-up. Hopefully generating a little bit more heat than we originally were.
Three, 2, 1.
Now we'll pop it up.
Butt kickers.
We have butt kickers. So we have the hamstring curl option in the back. And you can get funky with that one if you want to. Or you can go into your run, just like I'm doing. Trying to kick your butt. It's gonna be fun.
3,
Gonna be light.
2, 1.
Gonna be great.
Down dog cat rocks.
Oh, last one that we have. Our downward dog. So, kind of pinching through the middle, side to side with the calves, focusing on one at a time. Trying to keep the shoulders back and away from the ears. If you're way up here, try to reset the posture. I like to keep a little bend in my knees, but if you're super flexible, you may be able to
3,
go completely
2,
straight with the
1.
legs. There, a little bit warmer now. We're going to go into round 1. Remember, we're going through each of these rounds 4 times. So in round 1, we have a chest to deck push-up, followed by a crossbody mountain climber. All you need for breakdowns, for assistance, is elevation. A wall, a bench, a chair. Anything like that will do. 4 rounds through. And then we have our little cardio burst, and we're on to the next one. Beginning in 3. Bring it down. So chest to deck. This can be a hand release push-up if you want it to be. You can be here. You know you have 4 rounds. You want to level it up. Take that choice. Otherwise, I want you touching down. Getting decked.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Remember, crossbody mountain climb is next. This can be on the ground or up or using elevation.
3, 2, 1. Crossbody mountain climb.
So again, your leveling options. Power knee. Running. Choose what's going to work for you there. We have short intervals today. So if you want to bring it and go all out,
3,
today's workout
2,
is a good one
1.
to do that.
Rest.
Back to our push-ups.
3, 2, 1. Chest to deck push-up.
Now, one of the reasons that I like the hand release push-up is because it trains us to keep the shoulders back and down. Because if you release and you're here, your arms and your head and all that stuff kind of get in the way.
3,
So don't lose
2,
that,
1. Rest.
even if you take the hand release away.
3, 2, 1. Crossbody mountain climb.
Now, if you're looking for something to perfect, check your back. If you have a mirror by you and you notice you're here, flatten out. Try to stay as square to the floor
3,
as possible.
2, 1. Rest.
Going into round 3 now. After our 4th round, we will have a cardio burst.
3, 2, 1. Chest to deck push-up.
Anytime you want it, take the knee option. Exaggerate the excellent posture, even as you touch down. It may not be as fast as you normally do push-ups, but if you're adding depth, it's
3,
going to slow down.
2, 1. Rest.
Cross body.
3, 2, 1. Crossbody mountain climb. Three, 2, 1. Rest.
Final round. Are you able to stay square to
3,
wherever you're looking in that
1.
cross-body mountain
Chest to
climb?
deck push-up.
In your push-up, is your whole body rising and lowering as one? Or are we here?
3,
Fight for it.
2, 1. Rest.
Turn around, cross body.
3, 2, 1. Crossbody mountain climb.
After this, you get a little rest before our cardio burst. If you have speed, it's a good time for it.
Three, 2, 1.
Very nice. Catch your breath. In 35 seconds, we're going to get into that cardio burst round. And what we're going to have is a horse stance, so about a quarter range squat, and a little speed bag action. This can be, you can get funky with this one if you want it. You can add a little dance. You can do pretty much whatever. You can add 3-pound, 1-pound, 2-pound dumbbells. You could, if you have a speed bag, you could use that. Find your quarter-inch squat and get moving. Now, for some reason, every time I do this, I get a little bounce. So I'm back and forth. You want to hit that bag as fast as you can. Try to avoid your chin. Not that easy sometimes. I don't know if she's going to tell us halfway. When you're ready, start to work the reverse, if you want it. All right, so you've gone one direction the whole time. We have 20 more seconds. Do you think you can, without hitting yourself, reverse the direction? Five more.
3, 2, 1.
Very nice. Into round 2. And round 2, we have single leg dips. Tricep dip with a leg raise, followed by a V-sit. So, with your elevation, that can help with the tricep dips. You can do that one on the floor. If you would prefer to go into an overhead arm extension or a reverse kickback, you can do that as well. But you have about 10 seconds to prepare. So pick your poison, and if you need to adjust it as we go along, you can do that. So pick a leg, any leg, stick to it for the entirety of the round if you're doing the tricep dip with one leg raised. Now, elevation will make this easier. Also, the distance from your body that the leg is
3,
will make it easier.
2, 1.
So close, easier, far, harder. We have our V sit-ups or a sprinter sit-up coming up
3,
next.
2, 1. V sit-ups or sprinter sit-up.
So the options right now, your sprinter sit-up on the floor or on the bench is going to be one side at a time. They're turning into the knee. So opposite knee and elbow,
3,
in the middle.
2,
Over here we
1.
have our V-sit.
Rest.
We'll switch up so you can see how each looks on the floor and on the bench next. Now put
3,
your other leg
2,
in
1.
your single leg dip.
Single leg dips.
Squeezing the back of the arm at the top of the movement. Even if it adds half a second to your rep, I don't really care because it makes it more effective. Close
3,
this down, makes us think
2,
about it.
1. Rest.
This time I have the V-sit. We have the sprinter
3,
sit-up.
2, 1. V sit-ups or sprinter sit-up.
Oh, straight-legged V-sit sounds incredible.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Woo. Back to our triceps. So remember, anytime you need it, your overhead extension or the
2,
tricep kickback,
1. Single
skull
leg dips.
crushers, whatever's going to work for you. If you are doing the dips, fight to keep the chest open. That means not caving in.
3, 2, 1.
It may feel
Rest.
like you're not going too far down, but it's about the squeeze in the back of the arm, not necessarily about how far
3,
down you go.
2, 1. V sit-ups or sprinter sit-up.
Those don't look too much like sprinters anymore. They're more like mummies.
3, 2, 1.
Final round.
Rest.
Open the chest up.
3,
Shoulders back
2,
and down. There
1.
we go.
Single leg dips. 3, 2, 1. Rest.
Very good. Final round. V-sit or sprinter. Sit up.
3, 2, 1. V sit-ups or sprinter sit-up.
Don't look now, but you just crossed the halfway mark of today's work.
3, 2, 1.
Very good. Get ready for round 2 of our cardio burst. We have a little jack and jab action. Now, depending on coordination level, this can look a number of different ways. This can be simple jacks. This can be jabs. This can be a step out jack to a front jab. That's okay. Otherwise, it's out and it's forward. So I step out, I step forward with the jab. We'll show all kinds of different options. Again, if you want to wait this movement, you can. But we got a minute starting now. So this is your standard movement right here. Anytime you want it, right into the jacks. Anytime you want it, into the jabs. Otherwise, out, forward. Your step out version right here. If you're not too coordinated, just make sure there's nobody around you. There's nobody to punch. They may not like that. Then I'll get in trouble. Won't be any good. But if you do have the coordination, you can go quicker. You can add the weight. 10 more seconds here.
Three, 2, 1.
Very nice. Round 3. All about sides of the body. We see a little more tricep action. We have a side tricep push-up, superset with a side plank reach. And because there are 4 rounds, we're going to superset one side, both movements. Other side, both movements for 2 full rounds. So first off, we have the side tricep push-up. Sounds complicated. It's not. You're going to go on the side of your body. The lower arm is going to hug your shoulder. Hand down. Come join me. Side body, shoulder, and I'm going to push. So this is one where, again, it's about the squeeze in the back of the arm.
3, 2, 1.
If you make it all the way up, great. If not, don't worry about it. Next up is a side plank reach. You have the kneeling version, which I'll show first.
2, 1.
So I'm going to
Side
hold.
plank reach.
I'm going to tap and above. So I reach for the shoulder and I reach above. If your balance is strong, you can follow with your gaze. From here, you can take that kneeling
3,
position out
2,
if you
1.
choose.
Rest.
Flipping over to the other side now. To the side body tricep push-up.
3,
Again,
2,
I'm down.
1.
Grabbing the
Side
shoulder.
Ryan tricep push-up.
So my hand right now is just about an inch, maybe a quarter inch, under my armpit. I find that's a pretty good spot to push out of.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Now we have the side body, or the side plank reach. Kneeling, full body. Take your pick.
3, 2, 1.
Hold the plank
Side
first.
plank reach.
Once you have that under control, add the shoulder tap and the tap above. You see plenty of options behind. If there's something there that you like, try it. And if it works for you, great. If not, pause
3,
it and come back.
2, 1. Rest.
Back to our original side. Now that we know what we're doing, go
3,
down,
2,
shoulder,
1.
hand,
Side Ryan tricep push-up.
and if you have some extra, bring it. was just thinking to myself this morning, man, I haven't done a side tricep push-up in a long time.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Weren't you thinking that?
Yes, exactly.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't do that?
3,
Here we go.
2,
Side plank reach.
1. Side plank reach.
Keep your breath. Try to stay square to the front-facing portion of whatever room you're in.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Final round with the other side.
3, 2, 1. Side Ryan tricep push-up.
So in 20 seconds, if you're hitting
3, 2,
maybe 7 to 10,
rest.
you're going at a pretty good speed. So don't worry if you're not getting 12 to 15.
3,
That's okay.
2, 1.
Side
Side
plank
plank reach.
with the reach. Find your stability. Stay square. Add your tap.
Three, 2, 1.
Very nice. Almost time for our third cardio burst. And in this one, we have some running rabbit punches. So you are in tight, right? You're mowing down all of your opponents, and they're all a foot and a half shorter than you. That could happen. You never know. I saw that episode of Star Trek. So you have to run through. This can be a power march, or you can get nice choppy steps and do a little rabbit punch bonanza. If you're a fan of dancing, you can always do your Beyonce step here. Something like this. That's how Beyonce dances, in case you didn't know.
Only if you sing for us.
Right, right. And then you got to do the hand one. But that's a different movement. Almost there, 15 seconds. If your short, choppy steps are slowing down, you can pick those up for 5, 4.
3, 2, 1.
Very good. You've reached round 4. So we are right towards the end. First off, we have a down dog push-up. This is going to be superset with, if I can read my handwriting, reclining leg circles. So in your down dog push-up, this is a shoulder type push-up, but that means I need you to get your shoulders away from your ears, back, down. From there, we're gonna pike the hips. If you want, it can be right here. If you want to do this using elevation, take that option. If you don't have elevation available to you, you can go from the knee. Takes a little finessing, but same mentality. Hands, fingers, face each other.
3,
Dropping the
2,
crown of the head
1. Rest.
through the hands. From here, we have reclining leg circle. You're going to make a half moon, a crescent
3,
shape.
2,
You're going to lean back,
1. Reclining
legs come
leg
up and
circle.
over, up and over. Now I'm touching down here on the floor. If you have some real good control, you might be able to hover back and forth
3,
without touching.
2,
If you
1.
can go all the way around in
Yeah.
a circle, you're pretty strong here. Flipping it over. Back to our down dog.
3, 2, 1. Down dog push-up.
Now, if
Add
you're a
single
wild
leg.
person, you can add a one leg release. This may work for you. It may not. You may get a few less
3,
than you did last
2,
time
1.
because the shoulders
Rest.
fatigue pretty quickly. But you're almost there.
3, 2, 1.
Get your lean.
Reclining leg circles.
Now fighting to keep the body from curling in, right? If I'm here using a little momentum, it looks okay, but not really getting the work that I want. If you can flatten out, you're gonna feel that
3,
a lot
2.
more.
1. Rest.
Flip it over again. You can go other leg here
3,
if you want
2,
to add the raise.
1. Down dog push-up. Add single leg.
Five seconds.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Leg circles. Round 3 of 4 here. Don't forget about our last second
3,
cardio burst too.
2, 1. Reclining leg circles.
Now your next step for difficulty. Obviously, if you want to make this easier, a bent lever or working one leg at a time is going to work for you. If you want to make it harder, less pressure on the ground.
3,
So fingertips
1.
going to
Rest.
no reach on the ground. Final round of the down dog push-ups.
3, 2, 1. Down dog push-up. Add single leg.
If you still have a leg raise, I encourage you to take that. If you're looking for more breakdowns, remember your knee option. Dropping the crown of the head through.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
And now our final round with the leg circles. You're almost there. 2 minutes to
3,
go total.
2, 1. Reclining leg circles.
You can see we have a little foot tap action over here. This is a great breakdown. Keep you in the work while still easing up a little bit.
3, 2, 1.
Woo. Breathe. So in our final cardio burst, we have a hammer punch and high knee run. So when you think about a hammer, what does a hammer do? It goes down like that. It hammers, right? We're gonna add that to a high knee run.
Or maybe one and then the other. I don't know.
You can alternate. It can be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you can do them all together, look a little silly, but get it out of the way. So take your pick there. So if you are choosing your separate hammer curl, hammer punch, and high knee option, 4 and 4 is usually pretty easy to remember. If you're going for everything, you're going for the goal, the glory. Go opposite side. And it's almost like an exaggerated pump. Your coordination isn't great. It may take a few seconds to get it down. You know what? If that's you, that's okay. As you can see, I just had to do it. But you got 15 seconds. You only got 10 seconds. You're right there. Hammering away.
3, 2, 1. Your timer is complete.
That's it. That's it. Go home. You're already home. Probably. I don't know. But thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful day, and we'll catch you next time. Until then.